Hello, and we're at Magic Kingdom today. Hello, and today's video is going to be a little different. We went to the Beak and it was very loud in there. Even on the outside waiting, it was extremely loud. So even with the mic, not much can be heard versus like of me talking. But there is a lot of footage of just like the ambiance and the experience itself. So I hope you enjoy. But yes, I will be doing some voiceovers for this video, so that way we can actually talk about the food and what I thought. So when walking in, they'll let you know that you have 45 minutes to be inside, and there is a 2-drink alcoholic minimum. So when they walked me up, I was seated at the bar, but there's actually no seats. It's standing only, kind of like Olga's canteen. So if you did want a chair, I would recommend to mention that before you enter.
She promised no pirate would go thirsty in this here tavern so long as that there enchanted bottle stayed full. I'm sure that's fine. Not a problem at all. Well, I'll be in my nest. Crew, sort that out, will you?
Kind of busy.
They did a little magical spell and it's starting to fill up again. They do have a small menu, but they do offer food. So we're going to try a food item, 1 alcoholic drink, and 1 non-alcoholic drink. I want to kind of get a full vision of this restaurant slash bar. And they did have just regular draft beers, 1 specific to this bar, only served at this bar, and some wines and spirits. First drink was the Siren's Whisper, and it had rum, blue carousel, some lime, and cinnamon.
Rare, very hard to harvest, okay? Tima the Lawless caught these fresh this morning. These are the tears of a mermaid. Youthful life. At least that's what they say. You enjoy.
I will, thank you. Siren's Whisper. Very strong. Very good. Like rum, you'll love this. I thought it was really clever that they had mermaid tears. Kind of a little show and a drink. I loved it, and it was very strong. She did warn me ahead of time that it was spirit forward, and it's on the sweeter side. Corn cakes with chipotle chicken, and it had some shredded cheese and peppers. The corn cake had really good flavor. You could really taste the corn. It was soft. The edges were crispy. I tried to pick it up because we had something similar like this in Animal Kingdom that was more portable. But this one with the chicken was a lot more juicier, so it was gonna fall apart fairly quickly. So I went in with a knife and fork, and so it was a little less messy. The chicken has a very strong chipotle smoky flavor. So if you don't like smoky, you might want to go with the vegetarian option that they have. But this was very filling. It was a big portion, $14 at Disney. It's not a bad price. I believe that it was for $13.99 at Animal Kingdom, and it came with plantain chips. This did not come with a side. I will say that I did prefer the Animal Kingdom's arepas over this one, because of course this is not called an arepa, this is called a corn cake. So it didn't come with a lot of sauce or other fillings like lettuce and a salad or anything like that in it. It was chicken, cheese, and a corn cake. So I did prefer the Animal Kingdoms, but this was not a bad option.
How's it going?
Crackers. I know, will ya? Unrelated to anything you might have just seen. Does anyone know how to get a curse out of a tavern?
Anybody? Nothing?
This was the Treasure Trove non-alcoholic drink, which it had ube, lemon juice, and coconut, and it said it was a concoction. But it also came with a vanilla cake pop, a chocolate truffle, and caramel popcorn along with it. So it was like a little mini dessert. The drink was interesting. It tasted like literally liquid birthday cake. I could not taste any ube, lemon, or coconut at all in it, and it was almost black, like really dark, kind of like very mysterious. It's the fact that I said it was a concoction. The star of the show was definitely this chocolate truffle. It was so good. I had to finish it. The vanilla cake pop, I'm not a big cake pop person. I know kids would love it. It was your basic cake pop, nothing too, not overly sweet, but also not much flavor. The caramel popcorn surprisingly was not stale. I always get nervous that when they serve caramel popcorn it's gonna be stale. It wasn't. The drink was great, was like refreshing, but the flavors that it gave, I did not find any. I do think this is a great kids option. Kids are gonna love this, and kids are allowed inside this bar.
Squall's coming! All hands to stations! Repeat after me, crew! Batten down the hatches! Strike the mainsail! Secure the cargo! And most importantly, hold on! Michael Bush is cursing monkey!
Get the rope! My hair is curling! The rope is fine! It's so great, little buddy!
Crew? Swabbies? Is everyone alright? Let's have fair wind from now on, no?
No, it was alone. No, it was so sad. He told me so.
Did you save the good run?
I did. In my stomach. Yeah, exactly.
So now they do let you walk around. So I was able to go into some of the other rooms and see the decorations and what they had. This was like their map room, and every room had like a mysterious like thing going on, whether it was flickering lights. In this room the ship disappeared, so the kids were like, the ship is gone. So there was a ship in that left bottle. So I tried to stay a little bit to see if it would come back, but it didn't come back, but I know it does come back at some point. So the kids were having a great time with that. And yeah, I think this was a very well themed bar. So that was my time at Beak and Barrel. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a great themed bar. The food, the drinks were perfect for what it was, for pirates. I think I would definitely try a different drink. The Blue Carousel, the Siren's Whisper was something that I definitely had before. It was nothing new, but maybe I'll try one that was on the rocks. And that kids dessert, honestly, it doesn't say it's a kids dessert, but it is. I think kids are gonna love it, and if you have a sweet tooth and you like cake pops, go for it. The drink was so strange, but definitely drinkable. It wasn't gross. It just wasn't what it described. Honestly, for me, it tasted like liquid birthday cake. Which isn't a bad thing, especially for some. So the fact that it was so dark too was really creepy because it was like a concoction. So it definitely was different. The corn cakes, I'll definitely try a different appetizer next time. The corn cakes were good. It was but it was a little smoky for me. I'm not really a big fan of that chipotle smoke. So, but it was so filling. I left there so full. So definitely leave some space if you're gonna eat and not just get some drinks. I saw people just getting drinks. They had been there multiple times. If you just want to get a break, especially now during the summertime, you want to get a break from the heat, go in, grab a drink. You have 45 minutes to soak up some AC. If you want to sit down, let them know ahead of time. at the front before you go in. I had no idea that there was no chairs at the bar. It was just standing, and they did not ask, would you like a seat or would you like to stand? So if you do have a preference, I know that they could accommodate, and it might take a little longer than your scheduled time, but they will get you a seat if that's what you need. Kids are welcome. This is not like GO82 where it's just 21 and plus. So plenty of the kids were having a grand old time. I did like standing at the bar. The bartenders were super funny, interactive. You got the parrot talking to you. The bar was lighting up. There was concoctions disappearing. There was a whole storm. So I think the bar is the best spot there. But I'm curious to know what the other rooms were like throughout the whole time, because I couldn't see everything from the bar. So everybody had a smile on their face. So I can't say that any spot would be a bad spot to be at the Beak and Barrel. But yeah, I also think that, is it worth it is the main question. Is it a must do? I wouldn't say it is. I wouldn't say, if this is your first time going to Magic Kingdom, so make sure you snag this reservation. I wouldn't say that. If you're here with no kids and you want a place where you can have a drink at Magic Kingdom, because Magic Kingdom's a dry park, then you might want to snag this reservation. But I think it's more of a special occasion. I think it'll be even more special and fun if you did it for a birthday, an anniversary, a girls trip, a guy's trip, a no kids trip, you know, like something a little bit more special, more than the usual. And I think it would be a nice little kind of change to the normal hustle and bustle of Magic Kingdom. But yeah, so that's what I think. It was a good time. I definitely would save it for a special occasion. Okay. With that being said, I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. My name is Stephanie, and thank you for being a part of my world.